Alright, I believe we are going. Hello everyone and welcome to the second ever ravenhawk6910 live. It is Christmas Eve of 2017. I hope you guys are doing well. And today we're just going to take a look at some new stuff that's come in the past couple of days. And just do some operating here on this little loop of track that I've got set up here in the living room. First and foremost, the two things that are new that have come in. First of all, the biggest one is the Canadian Pacific Holiday Train AC 4400 CW. Now, I had planned on running this today for you guys. However, there's two problems. Number one, the engine was apparently heavily tested at the factory, so it is not set up to run with the DCS Remote Commander, which is what I currently use. I don't have the full DCS system yet, so I can't reprogram it easily. And second of all, and more importantly, about 20 minutes after I started running the engine, the top sets of Christmas lights burnt out on it. So, can't do that because the top set of lights don't work. Now, the bottom set of lights do indeed still work, but the top ones don't. So I'm going to have to contact MTH about getting that fixed, which really sucks because this was basically a brand new locomotive. So other than that, this model is really phenomenal when it works. In fact, some of you may have seen the short little clip that I did post of the engine on here a few days ago. So that's a really cool model, and once it gets back from being repaired, I will do a review on it. So be looking forward to a review of this thing in the near future, whenever that is. Now, the other item to come in is right over here, and it is the Eric's Trains Legacy Station building. Now, this was an exclusive item offered through Legacy Station, and it just came in a few weeks ago, and as you can see, it's got a Eric Siegel, Eric's Trains billboard up on top, which is really, really cool. And it's a good-sized little building. It's not too big, but it's not too small also. And out front, this is really a hoot, are Gumby and Pokey, believe it or not. And these were actually found at Hobby Lobby by my mom, and they weren't even listed as O-scale, but believe it or not, if you stack them up next to an O-scale model, they are perfectly sized for O-scale. So that is just hilariously awesome. So big thanks to my mom for thinking about me and getting these, because they are perfect. And as you can see, they look good standing outside the train store also. So that is really cool, and I'm really glad that both of these came in before Christmas. So now, the box cars and the passenger cars for the CP Holiday Train have not come in yet. They are supposed to come in January, as far as I can tell. So once the whole train comes, that's when I will do the review on it. So be on the lookout for that. But you didn't come here to see me chitty-chat all day about a couple of new items. No. You came to see some operating. So let's do that real quick. Let me get the camera set up here real quick. Now, on the loop here, whoops, showing my professionalism here as I drop the camera. Now, on the loop here, I've got the 3170, the Southern Railway High Nose SD40, and my Santa Fe C40-8W set up with a mostly intermodal consist, aside from the one CSX coil car here. So let's go ahead and start the 3170 up, and I'll eventually swap it out for another locomotive. And if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to post them down in the comment section. But until then, let's get started.
Dispatcher, train is rolling. Over.
Hey Sparky, glad you were able to tune in. The video quality is a lot better. The last time I did a live stream, I didn't have very fast internet at the time, so hopefully that's corrected now. Yeah, the last car is actually a road railer. It's basically a truck tractor with truck trailer rather, with no flat cars or rail cars needed. The rail cars basically ride up on a bogie that's underneath the rear set of trucks. They used to do these a lot on NS. In fact, this Triple Crown trailer right here, Triple Crown mostly is actually road railer stuff that Norfolk Southern operates. Amtrak used to do road railer service too back in the day for Mail and Express, but they stopped doing it after 2005, so they're actually very hard to find in O-scale, so I was very happy to find this one. We have Mr. the Conductor in the chat room. Hello there, good sir. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to bring 3170 back around here a little bit. I've been getting a lot of enjoyment out of the 3170 since I got it, especially since the real one's not that far away from me up in Chattanooga at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. So right now this engine's actually sitting in the display yard at Grand Junction. For the most part, it's used over at the Volkswagen plant and the Enterprise South Industrial Park. TVRM's got the contract to switch the plant over there, so that's what 3170 is used for the most part anyways. It's currently waiting to get prime mover work done, so that's why it's out of service at the moment. But it's still really cool to have a model of it. swap the 3170 out for something different real quick, so let's go ahead and shut it off.
See you next trip, dispatcher. Out.
Very cool. So, there we go. And I think for the next one, we will use the Vision Line genset. That sounds like a nice swap out to do. See if I can get it on the tracks without any sparking. There we go. And if Matt Trainlover 9943 is in the chat room at all, this should look very familiar to you. I've been getting a lot of enjoyment and fun out of this engine since I got it from you, so thanks once again, bud.
NS300, the lead is yours. Over. Copy, Yard Master. All clear onto the lead. NS300 out. Norfolk Southern 300, cut is made up. Is it clear onto the lead? Over. Norfolk Southern 300, all clear to pull. Over. Copy, Yard Master. Clear to pull onto the lead. NS300 out.
Yeah, I know a Santa Fe Dash 9 running with an NS 3GS21B isn't exactly prototypical, but sue me, I don't care.
Norfolk Southern 300, how's the lead look? Are we clear? Over. Yes, 300, you are clear. Over. Roger that. Clear the lead. NS300 out.
Well, Sparky, since it's a yard switcher, I mean, really, either end can be used as the front. Pretty much like an MP15 or an SW1200, really. Yeah, right now this is the only genset I've got. Gensets are a little few and far between in O-scale, because you got the die-cast ones that Lionel's made, but and then you've also got the plastic ones that MTH made, but they've only done a few runs of them. Hey Caleb, how you doing? Good to see you in there, man. And for anyone who's wondering, the reindeer meat joke, I may have to post that on the Facebook page, but that is a very funny little reference to a joke that Caleb made about the Polar Express. So I may actually put the screen capture from that in the onto my Facebook page so you guys can check it out. It was hilarious. He really gave me a good laugh that day. So Caleb, glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in.
NS300, you are clear. Over. Copy, Yard Master. Clearing the lead. NS300 out.
Well, Caleb, you actually just missed seeing the 3170 run. I just took it off a couple of minutes ago. I'll probably put it back on towards the end of the stream for you. But let me finish running the 300 for now, and we'll go from there. One of these days, I really need to get command control put into my 4501, so that way I can operate it with the remote, either TMCC or DCS, either way. Especially now since I have the 3170, so that way I can run them together. ESU controller, Sparky, I'm not entirely sure what that is. I assume that has something to do with ESU lock sound. If so, that probably won't work with O scale unless you're modeling in 2-rail. For the most part, with 3-rail, there's usually just TMCC and Legacy for Lionel, and DCS or DCC with MTH, although the DCC really will only work if you're running 2-rail models. Me, at the moment, I'm actually still using the old TMCC remote, but yeah, I'm not able to get as much of the legacy features out of it, but it still works pretty good and suits my needs, not to mention it was cheap. And by the way, thanks guys for tuning in. This stream's been pretty successful so far. So this is really the first time I've done a major live stream, if you will. I know I did that first one back in the summer, but that was just more of a test than anything else. So thanks guys for making this a good little thing here. Alright, Caleb, I'll go ahead and put the 3170 back on for you, so that way you can see it run. And not have to wait till the stream's over. And I think we'll run it long hood first this time, do it Southern Railway style. Back this up a little bit. And we'll put the 300 right there. And I'm really glad Lionel set this engine up so that way it could run long hood first as the forward direction, although it can get a little confusing at times. Hoping to take this engine and a whole bunch of others up to Fiddler's Grove in the next couple of months to do some running up there. It's been a while since I've been up there. No, Sparky, you actually don't have to. You can just push it automatically, and it'll run just automatically. So if I just push the button here.
This is the Yardmaster. You are cleared to depart on signal indication. Over.
And I can still get it to move.
Roger that. Here we go. Out.
The sound's just more or less in there just for fun, so it's not super realistic or super prototypical, but it's just there. A lot of people actually can't stand it, but I actually think it's just kind of fun. And really, that's sort of the point of 3-rail O-scale, you know. We've got 3 rails on the track, so that's not very realistic or prototypical. But at the same time, we're still aiming for realism. Some of us who do the high rail stuff, like me, so scale realism and scale accuracy, even with that 3rd rail on the track, is possible. But it's still fun to just have some of that toy train-like aspect, and that's sort of what I think the Crew Talk is all about. But I do believe that will just about take care of this stream, so thank you guys all for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is ravenhawk6910, signing off.
Dispatcher, we're done for the day.